I hope you're having a wonderful Monday night. Okay, so I might be on at the wrong time. I saw some people put Eastern time, and I'm Central time. So I just looked at the picture and saw that it said I was on at 7, so I'm here at 7 Central time. So if you guys were here an hour ago, I absolutely apologize to you. I just looked at the schedule and saw 7 and was like, yeah, 7 Central time, but maybe they put that in Eastern. I was supposed to be here an hour ago. But either way, if that is the situation, I do apologize. And yeah, I'm just going to get into this because I don't know if I'm here at the wrong time. It might just be me, which is totally fine. I don't mind talking to myself. But my name is Jenny Smith. I'm a coach on the Epic Dream team. And I'm here to talk to you about challenge groups. What up? We got people here. It's so exciting. Awesome. Well, I am really excited to talk about challenge groups because I think it is one of the most important things in our business, and something that I know one of my biggest mistakes. Hey girl, good to see you. One of my biggest mistakes in my first year as a coach is I did end up putting my challenge groups kind of on the back burner and losing sight of the fact that challenge groups are really one of the most unique things about our company and this business, and really one of the best things about it. So I'm super, super jazzed to talk to you guys about challenge groups tonight. All right, so with challenge groups, something I want you to remember are results are everything. For your challengers, I mean, that's really what we're doing here. We're bringing people in, and as a coach, we're telling them, like, when you're inviting them and you're doing all the things that, you know, you've already learned about in this, you're telling these people you're going to be getting them results, that you're going to be that one person that's there, that you are the difference this time. You're the reason that they're going to stick to this program. They're going to, you know, they're going to reach those goals. They're going to hit that why is because of you, right? That's what you're telling them. So that's what challenge groups are for. That's where you're going to do what you're telling them that you're doing. So never, 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 you guys, there's my biggest pet peeve in this business, which I guess there's probably a couple, but this one makes me crazy. When coaches sign up challengers and they stick them in a challenge group and then they just auto post for the challenge group, they never show up themselves. Oh, that makes me crazy. You guys, challenge groups are where we get people results, where we get ourselves results. Something I want you guys to do when you're thinking about getting your challenge group ready, and just this is like a mindset thing. I want you to sit there and I want you to write down before you became a coach, whether you started off as a coach, whether you started off as a challenger, I'm sure you got put into a group at first. What were you looking for? What did you need? And I want you to write down those things that you were looking for. Me personally, I started off as a challenger. And so I made this list for myself. I have friendship, I have community, I have happiness, and results. Those are what I wrote down. Those are what I was looking for, and those are what I found in my challenge group. Because I had such a good experience in my challenge group and I found all of those things, that is why I became a coach. So if you want your challengers to turn into coaches, you need to find out what they want, and you need to offer that in your groups. And a lot of it is they're going to want the same things that you wanted as a new challenger or a new coach. So make sure that you're providing those things. This is supposed to be a really freaking awesome community in these challenge groups where we get people results. Okay, so I usually talk for way too long, so I'm going to go really quick through this. These are important things that I do with my challenge groups. As soon as I get a challenge group going or I get a challenger into the group, I send them an expectation email. They know up front what my expectations are for them. I want them checking into the group every day. I have an email I send out to them once a week that they need to return back to me by the next night. And we'll talk about that email here in a second. I have questions they need to answer before we even start, because you guys, I want to know their why. I want to know what success looks like to them. I want permission that if they fall off track, I can remind them what their why is. I want to know if they think they need a success partner. I want to know if I need to be checking in with them every single day. Every person is going to be different. Find out about them and set those expectations. So that's actually 2 different emails I send out. Sorry, one is expectations and one is questions I need them to fill out, because you as their coach, I hope you don't ever sign anyone up without finding out their why is and what their goals are. But having that email format where they fill it out and go really in depth with it is nice to have for you, because when they stop showing up and when they're struggling, you can go back to that email and be like, hey, you remember when you told me this? You remember when you wanted this? Because you're their coach, you guys. Yeah, you're their friend, but you're there to get them results. Remember, that's what we're here for. Get people results. All right, so the next email, the one where I have them fill out these questions. I send them an email every single week where they need to send me their pictures, their measurements. If they want to do weight, I don't require people to do weight because I don't weigh myself, but if they want to do their weight every week, they need to tell me one success. They need to tell me one thing they needed to work on. And I'm gonna give you guys these emails, but just going through those things so I know what I can do better for them. I need to know where they're at. I need to know that they're getting results, that they're staying on track. If they need extra help, what it is that they need. And then I want to know their successes. I want to know what happened that was really freaking awesome this week so that in my challenge group, I can shout them out. Because what is our fourth vital behavior? Recognition. And we're going to talk about that in the challenge groups and how you can make that really awesome in your groups. I want you checking into your group every single day. There should not be a day that you're not checking into your group. You should be using your group just like your challengers are. If you have a daily check-in, I know a lot of us do, like Motivation Monday or like Tasty Tuesday. Participate in those things. Make sure that you're checking in on those things as well and using the group as well, because they're going to put in as much effort as you are. So if you're not showing up and you're not putting effort into your challenge groups, don't expect your challengers to be showing up and putting effort in. You need to you're the speed of the leader is the speed of the pack. It's the same thing with your team as with your challengers. You need to be in there. They need to see your face. Something I do, I have the same time. I check into my challenge groups every single day. 7:30 every morning, I get into my challenge groups. I post something of value. And usually it's something I've read from my personal development, something I'm going through, something I think will help them. So post something of value, check in on the daily topic, and then I go through and I comment on every single thing that somebody posted that was posted in the challenge group. And yes, I understand that takes a little time, but you guys remember, our challenge groups are supposed to be amazing communities where they feel special and they feel wanted. So if you're in there and you make a point to comment on every single thing, then the other challengers are going to be like, oh, I should comment on stuff too. And that creates that that vibe of everybody doing that and gives it a really cool feel. So make sure you're doing that. I just think that makes people feel special. I also post at least one shout out every single day to a challenger. And that's not hard to do, because if you're having them fill out that email every week, you've got recognition for everybody because it says in that email. Or if people are shouting things out in the group, you can be like, hey, did you see that? For instance, today, Susie, she's one of the coaches on this team, but she started last week. She's down 6 pounds. So we were shouting that out today. Make sure you're recognizing people every single day, because that just gets people in the excited. I don't know. My love language is recognition. So I love to do that. Let's see. Be predictable. Make sure that you're in that group at the same time every single day. But while I say that, here's my number one rule when it comes to challenge groups. You're not allowed to go in your challenge group more than twice a day. Do not sit in your challenge group all day and do nothing else. We got a lot of stuff to do in this business in a small amount of time if you have a full-time job like I do, and I'm guessing you're busy. You don't get to go in your challenge group just numerous times in the day and scroll through and do all this stuff. That's why I go in there, I get stuff done. I am like, add value, post for the day, comment on everything, recognize, gone, not in there anymore. If I take a picture of my meal prep later in the day or my sweaty selfie, I'll go in there and really quickly post it, but then I'm gone, because you will waste so much time sitting in that challenge group, and realistically, we don't have time for it. So twice a day is the most that you get to be in your challenge group. Give 100% of yourself and expect nothing in return. That is something that I think is really important. So give in those challenge groups. And sometimes it might seem like other people are not really doing it, but keep showing up, because then they will. Let's see. All right. So something with challengers in your challenge groups, like I said, our main focus needs to be getting these people results. This was one of my big mistakes. This is why I'm telling you this. How often do you have a challenger? She signs up, she's so excited, and then she never shows up. She never posts in the group. You try to reach out to her. She doesn't say anything back, and you're like, okay, well, she didn't really want to talk to me. Obviously, she's fine without me. You're her coach, okay? So don't give up after the first time that she doesn't say anything back to you. More than likely, something's probably going on with them. What I do is, if I reach out to somebody who's in my challenge groups because I notice they haven't been posting, then within the next 24 hours, if I haven't heard back from them, I will either email them or do another form of reaching out to them to be like, hey, we really missed you in the group. I just noticed you haven't been posting. Is everything okay? And if they still don't say anything, I just send them a quick message to be like, hey, I care about you. If you need anything, let me know. But you leave that open-ended with them, and more than likely they'll eventually get back to you. But don't give up on them at one time if they don't respond back to you, because you're their coach. You're the person who's keeping them in check. But at the same time, if they, you do those 3 reach outs, they don't say anything back to you, then it's okay. You have to understand not everybody is going to always respond. Don't feel bad if something happens with someone and they don't stick with it, but know that you did everything that you could to give them the results that they wanted. Let's see. I wrote a lot of notes for this. To try to stay on track, right? All right. Cool. So, last things for you guys, because I can't even read my own notes. So you guys just remember, you want to make your challenge groups the type of community that you want to be a part of. You need to make sure that you're showing up there every single day. Then your clients are going to be showing up there. Have fun check-ins for them every day. It doesn't really matter what it is, but as long as you're getting excited about it and you're into it, they will be as well. Make sure you're talking to your challengers at least once, probably twice a week. Something I do personally is I send them that email every Sunday night. They have to get it back to me by Monday night. I also reach out to them over Facebook, and I also try to go and comment on stuff on their Facebooks once a week. I made just a little Excel sheet that I can cross off if I reached out to them that week, so I don't forget about anyone, because I did that before in the past. And you have to remember, your next best coaches are probably going to be your challengers. So love them. Really love on them, support them, and get them results. Remember, that is the biggest thing. If you're getting people results in your challenge groups, they're going to be either your long-term customers or your future coaches. So put your heart and soul in there. Don't just put people in there and say goodbye. Yes. I think that's what I've got, guys. I know these aren't supposed to be too long, and I always talk for way too long. But I hope this helps you guys. Seriously, challenge groups are so fun. Think about what they were to you, because that's what you want them to continue being. If you guys have any questions, let me know. I'll get those emails up for you guys so you can use them as well. They've been amazing for my business. My coaches use them as well, and they love them. It just helps get everybody involved. But any questions, let me know, and have a great night, guys.